As You Like It is a comedy, and it's a play written by Shakespeare, and it has some romantic elements to it.
Well, As You Like It is a romantic Shakespeare comedy.
So basically, it's a play with a bunch of romance, my favorite thing.
As You Like It is the story of two cousins, Rosalind and Celia. They go into the forest because they've been banished from the court by Duke Frederick.
So basically, these two cousins are. One of them's in love with this guy that's like a wrestler.
This wrestler, his name is Orlando.
It starts off with Orlando and his servant talking about his relationship with his brother. And then this whole thing kind of unfolds and it becomes a wrestling match. This is where Rosalind first meets Orlando and falls in love with him.
This whole relationship is taken to the forest of Arden.
And in the forest, like a bunch of events happen, and all kind of different like crazy things happen. Like all these people fall in love, and they like find their true loves in there.
And basically the overall theme is love.
I play Celia in the show, which is Rosalind, the main character's cousin slash sister. And they go out into the forest together and they do a lot of cool adventures and they go through a lot together.
I play Touchstone. He's like the court's like comedic interest of the show, and like throughout the show he just like basically tries to be funny a lot, and he falls in love with this woman named Audrey, and the second act of the show kind of follows their like love relationship.
My favorite part of the play would probably have to be the wrestling scene, since it's kind of intense and it's like a pretty choreographed fight scene.
Touchstone and Audrey, when Touchstone's in love with this one girl, this one girl's also kind of like in a thing with this one guy, and then like Touchstone's like trying to scare the guy off, and I'm the guy that's getting scared.
I have absolutely no previous experience with Shakespeare. It's definitely very interesting. I definitely really like it. It was very hard for memorization.
This is my third Shakespeare show. Like I was really like thrown into it my first two shows I did it because I hadn't worked with it a whole lot because we didn't really cover it a whole lot my freshman year. But now we've like gotten a lot more training, so I feel pretty comfortable with it now.
So this is actually my first Shakespeare show, and learning Shakespeare and just kind of like reading it for the first time was really cool to me because I'd never done it before, and it's different from musicals I've done. I've only done musicals, so when I was learning this, it was crazy because, I've never done a full acting show before, and I think that it's just such a cool environment because you rely only on the text, and I feel like that's really cool.
This is actually my first just play. I usually do like musicals and there's dancing and everything, but this is my first like just play.
There's a lot more depth to the language, and you really have to get into character when you're doing the play, and you also have to understand the language and really identify what is going on in the scene if you really want to get your objective across.
This is my first year in theater, so like I was very intimidated with starting with Shakespeare, so it's still kind of overwhelming, but I feel like I'm picking up, so that's good.